has to ask my permission. What's up, babies? How y'all doing? So we have made it to Tennessee, guys. We are in Tennessee. We're heading to Gatlinburg. We like 45 minutes away. All right, we've been driving for over 4 hours, 5 hours, and yeah, we are almost here at Gatlinburg, Tennessee. My sister lives in Knoxville. We were going to go there. She said she's not that far from Gatlinburg, but we're going to see them tomorrow. So yeah, I was just checking in with y'all, and I'm going to finish driving, and I will talk to y'all in a little bit once we get to the hotel. Peace. Okay, baby, we made it. This is the room. Oh, this is a big room. Okay, go ahead. This is a big room. This is the little let-out couch for Antonio, and then that's the king-size bed. This is a nice-size room. I was going to be upset if it wasn't going to be, because I spent too much money. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. Okay. All right. So, hi, guys. What's up? We have made it. We have arrived here at the Sure Stay Hotel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Oh, yeah. We are here. And y'all, this is the room. I was going to be afraid. I spent a good amount of money for this. It's not a lot. Just $498. But we're going to be here for 3 days. But this is the room. So it's okay. I wanted a suite. I wanted a big room. Antonio, would you move? So yeah, this is the king size bed for me. This is Antonio. Yeah, look and see if why you got the refrigerator open. And look over here. I think sheets over there. Look at look. Yeah. Okay, so that's Antonio's bed. All right, we got us a little table right here. All right, this is nice. A little refrigerator. We got to put our food up because we brought food. I went to the grocery store, guys, and spent. Yeah, I spent some money for us to have food for a couple of days. Yes. We are here. Ooh, there I go. All right. So y'all my sister going to be coming over tomorrow. My sister and my nieces and nephews will be here tomorrow.
You need good sleep?
I'm tired, guys. I done drove 5 hours. So I will be talking to y'all later. Bye. See you later. We're tired. Hold on. Let's see what's out here. I just thought about it. Oh, snap.
Oh, that's you can go out there?
Hold on. How we get out here? This the little balcony.
Oh, how you go out
okay.
There? Where you go with? Oh, the door right here.
The door right, well. Okay, there's a balcony. All right. Open it up. Oh, shucks. Oh, awesome. Ooh, look at that. This is awesome. Yeah, this is worth the money. For real. This is cool. Okay. Talk to y'all later. What's up? It's your girl, Michelle. I am back in. Hell, I am so tired, like driving 5 hours. Well, it wasn't that bad. Actually, it didn't really feel, I guess, 'cause I drive all the time, but I done drove this year I've been to Virginia. I've been to Kentucky. So I've been around, but last year I went to Kentucky. But my point is, I drive so much that the 5 hours wasn't nothing. Yeah, so I'm not really tired from that. It was hot. But yeah, I'm enjoying my room. I'm enjoying this. I can't wait till tomorrow. We're going to do something tomorrow. We got a lot of options. And my sister coming over tomorrow and her kids. My sister will be here tomorrow. So I will be seeing y'all in the morning. Ain't no camera looking at y'all, remember that.
Chickens when I had me cut out. I'll protect you. Disney. Oh my God, y'all remember this? Mama, why you froze? Mama froze. Mama froze.
Mom don't even understand. Oh yeah. You better be now.
Oh my God. Mama, stop. The only reason I know this time is because my info had the little music thing. It was dancing to it on board. I had bought it.
I got some.
It's like a cat. I know, right? Oh my gosh,
Look, Mama, here I do. Get it, Khalid, come on, hit it. But Khalid know how to do it.
I'm a snake. Wait, I can't do it right. Mama, what did you do?
Y'all can't know how to do it. Y'all can't be doing it.
Look.
Hey, that was clean. Step for the camera, clean. Step for the camera. Do it. Oh.
He got his hand being with that.
Because they don't know how to do it. Because they don't do it the right way. You gonna break your ribs.
What is you doing?
You gotta go hard with it, don't you?
Yeah.
You look retarded. God, you got this way too. Look at Shakira. Oh my God.
I got it.
She put Miss Yelly on here.
She
She can actually sing.
I know I got her songs, but I got.
Yeah, give it up for Felicia, Lanaya, and Ray Ray. We'll be back right after these messages.
China on the fringes.
Come on, let's go exercise, workout time.
Okay, Quinn. Are y'all ready to break your back?
Turkey,
Felicia, you gotta come on.
around the fringes of information warfare, who may decide, since Russia did it and Donald Trump invited them, that they can just jump into this election and
Yeah, we
sway
need
for him.
some exercise, Dan. Felicia.
You know, for more days than I care to recall, I have been reciting person, woman, man, camera, TV, because Donald Trump used that as proof that he has cognitive abilities or genius or something. Both vets tweeted out an interesting tweet about them. There are lots of funny memes and tweets, but this one actually hits home. It says, someone asked Trump if he can recall this in Russia, bounties, troops, silence. It's pretty close to home.
Oh my God.
Very close to home.
Okay, let's turn on the go.
Want to
Okay,
make
come on,
fun of
hey.
anybody's cognitive decline.
Felicia.
One thing that is clear is that
How come we can't see
Trump is very clear about how he's trying to manipulate our system. You know, I think Malcolm's exactly right. And I think your point, Allie, goes straight to this notion of what happens if Donald Trump cheats. Do we see Republicans in the Senate and in the House standing up for the institutions of democracy, or do we see them standing up for a narrow sense of self-interest of one party and power over
Go to the left.
That's the real question. You know, Tim Snyder reminds us in his book on tyranny that what protects democracy, in addition to our relationships with one another, is our willingness to stand up for the institutions.
Okay, we get ready to body roll. You ready,
Our
girl?
government, our federal
5, 6, 7, 8.
system, our laws. And I think that what we need to do and what we will see is that we for our institutions of democracy. We're just doing that now.
March it out.
Because I don't think Donald Trump's, whatever is happening with his cognitive tests, I don't think there's any question. He's very clear how he's going to use and abuse the power that the people should be controlling and that he will try to manipulate for his own personal gain.
10. March it out.
Tim Snyder from Yale is the one who has actually said that authoritarianism doesn't happen instantly. It's a slow road of ignoring laws, stretching laws, going through loopholes. Malcolm, I want to just put out 2018 numbers.
We're going to the right now.
It may come as a surprise to people.
March it out.
23% of the ballots cast in 2018 were by mail. A lot of the country actually does vote by mail.
We gonna work our arms out.
We can't actually do this, despite what Donald Trump says.
4.
Yes, of course we can. I know of votes are cast there, and in the state of Washington, it's 100%, if I'm not mistaken. But this is all part of Donald Trump's new excuse for trying to rig this election. He loves the word
We gonna do some jumping jacks.
He intends to do this. He is in bad position in the polls. He knows that this is not like Hillary Clinton. You can't just come back from here. Let me say this one thing. I have no compunction of making fun of Donald Trump and his cognitive abilities. He is unfit. But this is a very, very serious moment in American history. And we are going to have to do mail-in voting and alternative methods other than showing up for voting. And this could lead to a breakdown in the system unless we all turn out.
Woo! Take a break. Drink some
Thanks to both
water.
of you, Maya Wiley and Malcolm Nance. Both of you we're grateful for having you here tonight. Coming up, Princeton Professor Eddie Glaude on what Donald Trump is really doing with his new rhetoric when he talks about the suburbs.
My age-related macular degeneration could lead to vision loss. So today I made a plan with my doctor, which includes Preservision, because he said a multivitamin alone won't be enough. And it's my vision, my morning walk, my Sunday drive,
Only Preservision A-Reds 2 contains the exact nutrient formula recommended by the National Eye Institute to help reduce the risk to advanced
So we gonna do the snack, then we gonna do look.
because it's my vision, Preservision.
We're at the movies and we need
Now do your go.
where that follows.
I don't have sight.
Never mind.
It happens to all of us. We buy a new home and we turn into our parents. What I do is help new homeowners.
Now you just taking over, Felicia.
Don't forget, you're not a sister again. You I know it's sick.
Hey.
Who else reads books about submarines?
I'm tired.
My dad.
Oh, those are...
Progressive.
You gotta work it out. You gotta work this side, dog. Woo! Woo!
No way.
No. Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
Woo! Woo.
Say hello to the world again during Mazda's Rediscover the Road. We have more IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus models than any other car maker. Find your all-wheel drive Mazda CUV and get 0% APR for up to 60 months and no payments for 90 days.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently than other money
All
managers
right, and get my wife
because our
and my
way
butt.
is great for us, but not for your clients. That's why we're a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first.
So what do you provide? Cookie cutter portfolios?
Nope, we tailor portfolios to our clients' needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right?
We don't have those. So what's in it for you? Our fees are structured so we do better, you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
I could only go one side of my mouth, so it would be painful. Clear choice put my fears to rest.
Implants are going to give people that whole aspect of their life back. The transformation, it really can be done in one day because we have the whole team there in one place.
Getting dental implants gives you back your confidence, your security, your stability.
So do your thumb and
This
paw.
helps millions of people. How can I help you?
I refinanced my truck and saved a bunch of money.
So I just boosted my credit score 28 points.
Boost your credit scores instantly, free. Download the
Let's
experience
breathe.
now.
Cracks in your brick walls and doors and windows that are out of alignment could mean foundation problems. The AFS Settle Stop Peering Systems are engineered designed to lift your home and permanently supported by solid ground. AFS, a paperless company.
Now is the time to start building your future. And Tennessee's community and technical colleges are
All the
ready to
way.
help you lay a solid foundation for success.
Yeah,
With more than
my battery dying.
175 teaching locations across the
All
state,
right.
you can pursue your degree or technical certificate while staying close.
Every night there is tear gas. President Trump got in trouble for one incident in Lafayette Park where the tear gas peaceful protesters for a photo op. Well, every night in Portland is tear gassing peaceful protesters for a photo op.
Lawrence Tribe, help me understand this. Later on in the show, I'm going to be talking to Senator Mazie Hirono, and a number of senators have put forward legislation to prevent federal troops from going in and doing things that they deem to be extrajudicial. I certainly do not understand the Constitution the way you do, but it does actually, our First Amendment does give us the right to protest. The president is criminalizing protesting in general rather than arresting people who set fires to things and threaten public buildings.
You're clearly right. And in fact, just listening to Nick Kristof reminds all of us that the destruction of America is underway in the hands of this tyrannical president. There is no anarchy, there is no illegality except occasional minor offenses that the police of Oregon can take care of themselves. The president and the Homeland Security Acting Director, Chad Wolf,
and the Attorney General are deploying paramilitaries on the streets of America, sweeping up lawful protesters, targeting the press, essentially creating a nation that was the worst nightmare of the framers. The people who fought a revolution to preserve this new republic, the people who gave their last measure of devotion in the Civil War, the people who fought fascism in World War II, would not recognize what the president is doing as consistent with America. The American tradition is being shattered before our very eyes. It's true, one court declined to issue an injunction, but in the end, I believe that American traditions will prevail. I can't believe that we are going to allow this monster, really, to destroy the country. And that's exactly what's going on. People have a right to protest. They have a right to go to the streets. And this is the time to do it, because we can't wait.
It's not abstract right.
That's right. I mean, we talked about democracy. It's more than just written in the Constitution. It's written in blood in the history of our country. People have given their lives to live in freedom. And this president who claims that he stands for law and order is destroying freedom before our very eyes. We cannot stand still for this. Courts have to be invoked in even better designed lawsuits. People cannot be cowed and deterred from protest.
Stay right there. Keep doing it.
If you hit me one more time, I'm gonna have bruises everywhere.
Don't hit her. Why you just breathing on phone?
One move. Yeah.
Woo!
You just missed it. Monty keeps hitting me. I'm gonna have 3 bruises on me.
Come on, where you been? Margie, you get ready to lay down.
What, Mama? You just walked in my lap.
I didn't do it.
What is that in my hand?
He walked on your laptop.
Yeah, he walked on it.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Go lay down.
It's good. It's fine. It was okay.
Since the night.
Oh, Mama. He was talking how much you do that.
Put him over there. Because we ain't got time to go shoot him, I promise you. Why do you bring her out?
I dare you to do Mama. Let me rub it around. I dare you to do decoration. I dare you to do decoration.
Don't get up. Who's this bitch? This is my purse.
I dare you to do Mama since you want me to try to tell people what I'm doing.
No, you better not get up on this. You don't ask.
You ain't gonna push me this way. I didn't do nothing.
I'm gonna read you a story.
Ray,
What's it for the
speak your language. You said you were Cuban.
Adios.
Who's this bitch? Michelle. Can Margie play with you? You need to sit down.
Yes. I'm not letting you.
Just for a minute. You need to sit down.
Girl,
You
what
want
is
to
this?
sit down.
What? You got food in your mouth?
Sit down. You doing too much. We not going. You can't go to the hospital.
You got food in your
No,
mouth.
you gonna get her. Ready? It's time for our dance workout video. Let's go. Naya, you and the friend. We on the side. That's right. We're not doing none of that though, Naya. We're doing exercise video. We're gonna be like hot steppers. We are gonna be hot steppers. When you leave here,
They is still protesting. It's old, ain't it? Is this old?
Yes, bro.
Or is they doing that right now?
You wanna be having it? Okay. It's just different line. Okay, come on, you ready? We about to get our workout video. Oh, I just want to clear your throat. Okay. Let's clear your throat now.
I'm going to talk to you tonight about the church. My charge tonight is to talk about the church. And outside.
What I found was a spiritual drop. My spirit was dead. While you play.
So I'm going to hold. Cool?
Ava's shoulders are stronger than ever. This is what Medicare from Blue Cross Blue Shield does for Ava.
Exotic cuisine of Switzerland. You're not going to Switzerland. Oh, but I am. Didn't Penny tell you the good news? She told me that you went behind my back to guilt her into letting you go instead of her. Yes, that good news.
One's top. Slurping Arby's $1 floats.
Again.
10 DM.
I'm the man, girl.
He's gonna be diet. You
So we're going to go back in and do what we can to reduce the sound. Thank you. You taught me so much about hair weaves.
Violence against U.S. civilians, including pulling people off the streets into unmarked vans and detaining them without telling them why, or why they were essentially being kidnapped or by whom. For all the multiple crises affecting the country right now, there is an escalating daily crisis of the rule of law that is churning away alongside all of that. Here once again to talk about that is Tim Snyder, professor of history at Yale University, best-selling author of On Tyranny and the Road to Unfreedom. Professor Snyder, thank you for sticking around. I wanted to ask you about one aspect of this, which I know makes people a little bit crazy, but because of your history, your experience as a historian, and the way that you have asked us to learn from other countries that have gone through authoritarian slides, what do you make of the fact that the president seems to be escalating his communication and calls with Vladimir Putin of Russia? The Kremlin told us this week that they just had their 7th call since the end of March. Should we see this as a separate lane, or should we see these things as potentially connected?
Of course they're connected. Mr. Trump makes no secret of the fact that he admires Mr. Putin. Mr. Putin is someone who has just secured his own ability to be president through the year 2036. That kind of presidency for life is something which naturally interests Mr. Trump. The two men have had a vivid relationship for several years now. And Mr. Putin interfered in our elections the last time around. We're now looking at a situation where Mr. Trump is getting crushed in the polls. He doesn't seem to have much chance in November, at least much chance in a conventional election. So it doesn't seem surprising that he would think of one of his most important constituents and allies as Mr. Putin. That's the track I'm most worried about. I think all of this is connected with November. I think Portland is connected with November. It's a dry run for November. If we don't react to it in Portland, we're going to see these guys at polling stations. And I think Mr. Putin is all about November. What can Mr. Putin offer Mr. Trump in November?
Tim Snyder, history professor at Yale University, the author of On Tyranny and the Road to Unfreedom. Sir, again, I know that you had to stay up to 0 dark 30 to be here. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you could come back be with us soon.
Anytime. Very glad to be with you. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
When was the last time you really looked out the window? What do you see? The awakening of the rising sun, or light dancing across the mountaintop? Look for a moment longer and you'll see beauties all around us. Like a painting, moving in the wind, speaking to the soul. The world flashing past, still yet to explore. Look out the window. The summer of Jeep is here.
Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on select 2020 Jeep brand vehicles.
I'm a performer. Always have been and always will be. Never letting anything get in my way. Not the doubts, distractions, or voice in my head. And certainly not arthritis. New Voltaren provides powerful arthritis pain relief to help me keep moving. And it can help you too. Feel the joy of movement with Voltaren.
Want eyes that wow? Try Lumify eye drops. Lumify dramatically reduces redness to help eyes look whiter and brighter for up to 8 hours, revealing your eyes' natural beauty. So you can get out there and show off those baby blues, hazel hues, gorgeous greens, and beautiful browns. Lumify works so well, celebrity stylists and magazines can't stop talking about it. Whatever color you've got, your eyes can look amazing. Lumify.
You won't believe your eyes.
For my mother, my father, my grandmother, my brothers and sisters, my friends.
For going back to school, the barbecue, the lake, the beach, what a place.
For my neighbors, my community, my people, my country, my home. For him,
for her,
for them,
for you.
We will see y'all tomorrow.
We're preparing for violence. The protesters in Portland are protecting themselves from agents of the government of the United States, a government not allowed to use tear gas on its enemies and adversaries, but who use tear gas on them. When I covered the protests in Minneapolis, I had a gas mask, and a hardened helmet, and a bulletproof vest, not to protect myself from anarchists, but to protect myself from authorities. I was caught in the middle of 4 different tear gas deployments. So were many of my colleagues covering protests across the country. The Constitution protects free speech, and yet our government appears to be criminalizing it. These protesters are, in the words of the First Amendment, quote, petitioning their government for the redress of grievance, or, as we say today, fighting injustice. They're doing it without the tools of power, without tear gas and rubber bullets. They have their hands and their feet, and sometimes they link arms to protect each other. And yet they are demonized by those in power to inspire fear in Americans, fear that in turn is used to remain in power and put even darker ideals in place. That's why Trump tweets about law and order every couple of days. That's why he just lied in a tweet to suburban housewives, claiming that Joe Biden would destroy their neighborhoods. He wants you to be afraid. He wants you to think that only he has the power to take away that fear. It's a zero-sum game. If someone else gains, you lose. Such an old trick. Later in the hour, I'll talk to Princeton professor and author Eddie Glaude about how Trump's rhetoric reinforces that fear and sows division. Let's step back for a minute. There are 3 things to remember about the founding of this nation. 1, America was born of protest that was often violent. 2, America was forged in slavery, which was also violent. And 3, a key part of our Constitution that was written by the fathers, who in many cases engaged in violence.
Yeah, cause y'all, honestly, I just want to exercise. I'm trying to get this macaroni.
Beef out the tyranny of government. So the idea that our federal government is using the guise of law and order to bring in agents to suppress protests should be shocking to everyone's sensibility, no matter what your politics.
It is illiberal. It is anti-American. And what's even more shocking is that the president is not operating alone.
But yeah,
he has many,
come on, I gotta work out.
in the federal government and
I got to work out.
None of this would be possible without the Attorney General, William Barr. Barr's role in ordering this attack on protesters and then participating in what amounts to propaganda events to justify possibly entering other cities with similar federal agents raises troubling questions about whether our Justice Department is actually concerned about upholding the rule of law, or rather with bolstering the president's political power. Senator Mazie Hirono, a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, will join us later in the hour on that. Sadly, though, Trump's accomplices extend well beyond the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice. Even the CDC is now bending to the president's will. Despite polling that shows Americans' overwhelming fear of students returning to school in the fall, the CDC is now downplaying health risks from the coronavirus and recommending that schools reopen. The president wants schools to reopen, and the president gets what he wants. It doesn't matter if it puts your child at risk. It doesn't matter if it puts teachers or janitors or cafeteria workers at risk. The president wants it, so it will happen. And there are far too many people around the president who will make it happen for him. As one lifelong American diplomat wrote in 2018, a fascist, quote, is someone who claims to speak for a whole nation or group, is utterly concerned with the rights of others, and is willing to use violence and whatever other means are necessary to achieve the goals he or she might have, end quote. Fascism doesn't just show up. You stretch the laws, you ignore the laws, you use loopholes in the laws until the laws themselves become irrelevant. Americans are protesting as their Constitution allows them to do in greater numbers than they have ever protested before in history. That sound you hear in the streets of America is the music of democracy. Trump wants you to think our cities are on fire and out of control and that you are in danger. It's a tactic used against legitimate protests throughout the world and throughout history. John Lewis's death reminded us of how America handled protesters in the 60s. They cracked his skull. They jailed him. It was very wrong then, and this is very wrong now. The real peril is where would we be without protest? Without people who go out and under Trump risk their health and their freedom and their lives to protest. This abnormal world without them would be normalized. Trump wants you to think that what he's doing is normal. He wants you to be afraid so that he can stop people from calling out these abnormalities. He wants you to stop fighting. He wants you to stop supporting the fight. How did we get here? How did we get to the point where the very specific ideals upon which this nation were founded have been blurred and smudged and erased? Look around you. Do you think we're still in America? Leading off our discussion tonight, Nicholas Kristof, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist for the New York Times and co-author of the book Tightrope. He has been in Oregon. He's been tear-gassed twice. And Lawrence Tribe, Harvard professor of constitutional law. Thank you to both of you for helping us kick it off tonight. Nicholas Kristof, you have been there. Tell us about the anarchy and the burning of Portland.
So Portland is a beautiful city that is completely at odds with President Trump's description of it as worse than Afghanistan, or Tucker Carlson's description of it as a war zone. There is obviously about a 2-block area around the federal courthouse named for Mark Hatfield, who was a legendary senator and governor who was something of a pacifist. And the presence of the federal troops has resulted in more and more Oregonians turning out to try to protest against the presence of what they see as foreign invaders sent by President Trump. There are a lot of moms who take up the front row, they link arms, and they try to protect the protesters behind them from being arrested, charged, or beaten. And so simply, if President Trump claims that this was an effort to bring law and order to the streets of Portland, the protests had been subsiding before he sent in those troops.
So it started.